I felt right away that this was an organization that I could work with, because I'm a details person. That's the nature of being a plastic surgeon, and I felt like they were very much so like that. So Leopardo added a lot of value, both in terms of kind of building my confidence, making sure that I understood what they were doing, why they were doing it, how finances were going to be spent. Every detail. There was no assumptions made. And what Leopardo did, which I was really impressed with, because I had heard nightmare stories about other companies, that basically they would tell me a date when something was going to be done, and it was done. And that continued throughout my entire project. So the space that we're in, the Few Institute, it is probably the highest end plastic surgery office there is, and represents state-of-the-art for both on-site surgical facility, but also procedural facilities as well. So we're basically doing laser treatments, as I'd mentioned, minor surgical procedures, and then patient consultation. But the other part of the clinic space that's unique is that it also is basically a medical spa. So we're incorporating really 3 or 4 different models in one. It was really critical to find a contractor and a manager who was used to or well-versed in the idea of doing innovative things. And with Leopardo, it was very clear to me that they had done a number of innovative projects, and that they were very comfortable with the idea of doing or kind of mixing concepts that are unique. So the challenges that Leopardo really helped to significantly overcome included getting permits, helping with that, getting through a lot of the bureaucracy and red tape that often is part of trying to build a space in Chicago. I think working with the building. We're in a Chicago historical building. It's a landmark. It's a space that is older. So they were able to bring in new equipment, materials in a space that's otherwise old, and to really work with the building. They had done projects with the John Hancock before, and so again, that interaction, that saved time, that saved money, and ultimately led to an excellent outcome. And Leopardo is an easy referral for me, both because they do work in and out of state. They're a huge organization, but they don't make you feel that way. And ultimately, my project was relatively small. It was a boutique-y like project, but I never felt like this was low on their priority list. And I think that's unique. So the first kind of comment that most people will make, both patients and other medical personnel, is, wow, this is the most beautiful space I've ever seen in a doctor's office or clinic, number one. Number two is, who did the work? And that includes actually designers. I have a number of very, very high-end designers who are patients in my practice, and they have been universally impressed, and it's unsolicited. So I think in that regard, that's the highest compliment, both from the designer group and from other medical personnel.
Leopardo, a passion to build.